crafters. I'm coming on because I have exciting news. I've designed a stencil set and a new die set, and I wanted to explain how they work. So I prepped everything to explain in my best ability. As you know, I started off a series of making dolls. I'm not the greatest at making dolls, so I had something like, Nicole, you need to practice this. So the first one I brought out was Sanne, and she is the base doll. So if you want to make these dolls, you need Sanne because she is the only die set that has the base in it. And I know that's not fun if you are obligated to buy one of the die set, but the benefit is if you buy Sanne, you have the base doll for all your dolls, and it makes all the other dolls cheaper. Because if I have to put that bigger base set in all the dolls, yeah, it would make the dice all, yeah, much more expensive. And I try to do my best to keep them as cheap as possible. But what I did in all the die sets of the dolls, I've made or added fixed facial features. As you see, they are all different, but I wanted to give you guys options. So what I did is I designed a little die set. It looks like this. You will get a die with a fixed nose and mouth, but no eyes, and a die that's completely blank, like this. And in the die set is a little itty bitty die plate with all kinds of noses. And what I did is I designed a stencil set, and I have one unpackaged here, so you can see, and that's why I use this black background, so you can see it better. But in this stencil set are all, I believe 15 um, eyes that you can use as eyes, but also these two you can use as a mouthpiece, or one of the others. If you leave out the lashes, you will be able to use them as a mouthpiece too. What I did in this stencil set, and I don't know if the camera picks this up, but I let them laser engraved my name, Nicole Silhouette, and NV001, and that's the number of the stencil set, because I don't know if I'm going to produce more. Maybe not. I don't know. So I thought, you know what? Let me be prepared and give it a number. So, when I come out with other ones, then I at least have a number. So that's all, like engraved into the stencil set. What you can do is I've made two examples, and I will keep them up high so you can see. I've dressed them up, but I wanted to do that on camera too, so you could see how they work. So in the set, I told you, are itty bitty noses. Those are all the options of noses you have for your dolls. And I thought that was a fun idea to do. So you have, if I'm not mistaken, 8 different noses to choose from. So if you use the blank one, not this one with the fixed nose and mouth, but the one that's blank, you can pick your own nose. Oh, that sounds very, very odd. Sorry. You can choose your own nose. You can pick your own nose. Okay. I'm always acting silly. But the fun thing is you can choose your own eyes too. So if you lay over the stencil, you can see very clearly through the stencil. So don't be worried about that. And then you can position the eyes wherever you want. And what I do is I use, does my camera pick this up? Yeah. A zero point 0.1 fine liner. And I think most of us have this fine line because I'm not good at drawing eyes free-handed. And that's why I wanted to make a stencil set. And the other reason, I'm always honest and upright, or upfront with you, however you guys say that. My word of choice is not always very accurate accurate, but you can draw your own eyes on top of these stencils, and look how cute. I think it's so cute. I will pick it up. Give me a second. And then you can draw your own eyes like a professional. Yes, I could do a stamp set, but the problem with stamp sets is they have a very high MOQ, and they will be a lot more expensive than what I ask for the stencil. So that's why I decided to do a stencil and not a stamp set. The MOQ is about 100, and it would be 4 times as expensive as I would do a stencil set. And I think if you just pick a fine liner or a dauber and some black ink, that's also possible. Then you can put the stencil on top of the face that you cut out and just daub the eyes on there. I'm not going to do that right now because filming always makes me nervous, but at least you see how brilliantly they work. And in the stencil set, there are these like cutouts. I couldn't make them thicker, so please be a little bit gentle to your stencil set. It gives you a longer life. You can bend them. It's not, how do you say that, very fragile or something. But I just wanted to point out that I think these wings make it look so cute. And then you can choose if you want, for instance, like a heart on one of the cheeks. I thought that was a fun idea. So if you take one of the hearts and you take your fine liner and you just draw it and then fill it in while the stencil is still laying on top of your face, you can give them a heart, like on the cheek. Wait a minute, let me pull that up so you can see how cute that looks. See, or you can do stars, or you can do like a dot in the center of the head. But I think this stencil gives you so much option. So, in my Etsy shop, and I will put the link in the description box below, I have the option, and I've put them under the dies so you can find them more easily. I've put an option so you can buy the stencil set on itself, so just the stencil set, or as a bundle with the die and the stencil set. So let's say you don't want any of my dolls. Well, let's say then you can buy only the stencil set and use it on your own dolls. If you buy one of my dolls, they will fit perfectly. And to show you that this works for a mouthpiece, let me show you that too. Then I'm taking my multi-liner again, and then you see I've drawn her mouth, and then I only have to put on the nose, and that's all I need to do. So I think it's a fun stencil set. I added a heart, a star, and some like if she's laughing or crying, some droplets. Yeah, I want to see if this will be a success. I think so, because yesterday evening I did a live stream and I got a bunch of orders. So thank you all for everybody who ordered. Yeah, it makes me feel so... I can't express my thank you and my gratitude. That's what I wanted to say. Oh well, this was my explanation video on how the stencils work. I will put the links in the description box below. And for the people who don't or who didn't see my live stream yesterday, in about 2 or 3 days, I'm not quite sure, it always is depending on the shipping company, but I will also get 2 new boy dies in. I've printed them out so you could see, but I made Ben and I made Thomas. Just to be very clear, Ben is the base die set. So if you want to put Thomas together, you need Ben, because Ben has the base set inside. And this is Thomas. And Ben has a bomber jack with a t-shirt. And Thomas has a cap with a lot of details. I know the print doesn't catch them all, but there are a lot of stitching details in the cap. And he is wearing not a crew neck, but a hoodie. He is wearing a hoodie with ropes and all kinds of decorations. So I hope you like them. I will put all the links in the description box below. Thank you for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and I wish you all a nice day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.